It is Friday, February 18th of 2022. And Dorothy, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore today on Guy's Daily Drive. Bam! And good morning and welcome to Guy's Daily Drive on this windy day. And it's cloudy and gloomy and blah, 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 blah. However, it's also like 51 degrees. So I'm really okay with that. I kind of like that it's warmer. Yeah, I'm going to get stuck. Oh, yes, I am. I'm going to get stuck, and I can't do anything about it now. Or maybe. Oh, right. There was just enough room. Thank you, Honda, or Toyota, that managed to squeeze over so that we could get past. And then someone's making a left up here. Darn it. So I'm going to scoot back over here. That lane is going to block. Why do you think I moved over? All right, see, sometimes it's the little things in life. Like right now, there's a guy in a white Toyota, and he just busted that red light. He's in such a hurry that he had to go through a red light to make sure that I didn't get somewhere ahead of him. And I imagine at some point, as we make our trip down the main road, that he's going to go to extreme lengths to pass me. And I'll probably just let him go by. I don't care really that much. But what happened, and this is just a little slice of driving, of Guy's Daily Drive. What? Oh, he's turning. Okay. Basically, the left-hand lane as you get onto the main road from where I live, this time of the morning, the turn lane, the left-hand turn lane, while it's super long, can also get blocked because there'll be just too many cars, and so then the left through lane will also get blocked. And I thought that's what was going to happen, but it didn't. So that made me happy. So I went through, but as I went through, I could see that just up ahead, somebody was making a left-hand turn, and there's no left-hand turn lane where they were going to turn. So the left-hand lane was again going to be blocked. So I saw this car coming up in the right lane. He was going at a good clip. It was like, if I'm going to get over to the right lane to get around that guy, I got to go now. So I did. And he got bent out of shape and immediately squirted over to the left lane, thinking that he was just going to zoom around me and then, be all upset because I made him take an extra second to get to wherever the hell it was he was going. So, but then he saw that it was also the person that was going left. He was like, "Oh, you idiot!" Sometimes zen out. Don't worry, don't sweat the little things when you're driving in your car. And so he like squeezed behind me again, because there was already a car that was relatively close behind me, but not too close that he couldn't be a jerk and just kind of squeeze in. And I thought that if we were going to play the going down the main drag here and, trying to get around as many cars as you can, because your time is 20 times more important than anybody else's, so it's perfectly fine if you drive like an idiot. But no, he was just going just up a little more, and then he was going to take a left-hand turn. And I just don't get it. I just don't understand that mindset of, I have to get ahead of these two cars so I can make a left-hand turn or a right-hand turn 3 seconds. 3 seconds, literally 3 seconds shorter than I would have had, or would have been able to otherwise. It's like, dude, it really, it just doesn't matter that much. But that wasn't what I planned on talking about today. Oh, Martin, I'm so sorry that you have to sit and listen to my ranting on Guy's Daily Drive about the silly people that do silly things while driving cars. And I am hardly one to talk, because here I am recording a live cast while driving my car. Another colossally stupid thing to do, but here we are. So, just before I started, I was talking about that Facebook had made some changes to live streaming and how it works. And at first I thought there was something wrong with the phone, because it was doing some things that I had never seen it do before. So the way it works for me, or has worked for me, is I get into the car, I plug my phone into power, and it connects via USB, and either music or a podcast or something starts up. Which I turn the radio off so I can't hear it. I don't want it to bleed over into what we're doing here today. And then I turn the phone sideways, because if you're holding it horizontally, you start the live cast and then you turn it sideways so that it'll be that 16 by 9 ratio. It's not high definition, but it's 16 by 9 ratio, dimensions, whatever. It will still be in horizontal mode, and your head and face will be sideways. So what you do to get around that is, before you start the live cast, before you do anything, you hit the live button and you can see your image on the screen. You turn the phone sideways and everything will reorient to the way you now have the phone. Now, you go into the little magic wand that's there somewhere along in your settings, and you find the button that will allow you to mirror your screen. And by mirror, I basically mean change the orientation of the screen. So if you hit the vertical one, your head goes upside down. If you hit the horizontal one, you and everything that you're recording is going to flip horizontally. And I do that. I flip it horizontally, because otherwise everything that you see is backwards. So if I had a shirt on that had some writing on it, that would be backwards. It looks like I'm driving the car on the wrong side for here in the US. And so it's just a little thing that I do. But this particular time, when I hit when I hit the settings button, the screen got smaller, and all my settings kind of were underneath in this, because basically the screen became like a letterbox, and all of the settings were underneath it, which kind of disoriented me at first, because I wasn't expecting it. But if you think about it, that makes a lot more sense than trying to pick out from the background of the full-sized image what it is that you're trying to adjust on the screen. You still see the whole screen, but you have a black background so that you can see what all the different settings do. So I was like, okay. Once I realized that it wasn't some anomaly, and that my phone wasn't suddenly freaking out and everything, but everything was good. So I went ahead and made my adjustments, and after I got done with that, I got back to the main screen where the live button was, and I hit the live button, and the screen kind of, not entirely, but sort of blanked out, and then a little countdown started, 3, 2, 1, and it was like, because what it did in the past was, when you hit the live button, everything kind of just blanked out for a moment, and then you came back and you just kind of assumed that you were live. But now what it does, with the way it does it now, it's like, okay, 3, 2, 1, you're on. So that's a little UI change that I think is very well done. well planned out, and I applaud Facebook for making these little UI changes that that will make things easier for people that like to livecast. And I like it. Now, if they would make the text just a little bigger so that I could see what Martin, who's here with me today, is actually saying without having to squint and move up, and shouldn't be doing any of that while I'm driving. Or just make it so that I can make it bigger myself if I want. Not everybody is going to want that. But that would be very helpful for me. And I wouldn't necessarily want it to be recorded on screen, just so that I could see it as I'm doing my thing here. So I can see what Martin is saying. And I can say, hey, you're right, Martin. You know, my hair is missing on the top of my head. Or, you know, whatever it is that Martin is trying to tell me at the moment. Whoop, everybody, hello, cars. All right, scoot over so I can get in. There we go. Yeah, I sometimes talk to myself while I'm driving. Work it through, because, you know, I'm of two minds. And if one mind doesn't tell the other mind what it's going to do, the other mind might suddenly panic and go, oh my God, what are you doing? It's like, oh, it's just driving. This is the way we go to work every single day. It's the way it works. All right. Wow. Quite a show today. So such fascinating content here today on Guy's Daily Drive. Hooray! But we're near the end. We're near the end of the daily drive. Both with the recording and with my actual drive. So if you want to get a hold of me, you can send me an email, guy@mymac.com, or podcast@vertshark.com. You can see all the odds and all the vids over there at vertshark.com, the website, the man, the myth, the legend, the Vert Shark. Over there on the YouTubes, you can subscribe to this channel and be notified when something new appears. Not so much when there's a new live cast, because that's not done through YouTube. Of course, that's done through Facebook. And I never, it's typically going to be Monday and Friday, right around 8 o'clock, a little before, a little after, it depends what time I get out the door. But those are the times that I typically am live on Facebook. And if you want to join me live, like Martin did today, and some of the other people, Sandra, and occasionally a good friend of mine from back in the day, not that Sandra wasn't also, Warren, and oh God, who else? There's been Dave Ginsburg sometimes pops up and watches me while I'm going through my crazy motions. Though we just recorded, I should have mentioned this earlier, we recorded an In Touch with iOS last night. That's David's show, David Ginsburg's show, along with Jeff Gamet, and that's always fun. I love being on other people's shows because I don't have to do anything once the show is over. Everything is on them. So it's like, yay, don't have to edit, don't have to post stuff, just have to be. So, told you about the YouTube channel. Just go to Vert Shark. What is this guy doing? Go to Vert Shark, or type in Vert Shark in the search bar, and it'll pop up. Then like, share, subscribe. Come on, dude. So easy. That's all you have to do to be part of the Vert Shark community over there on YouTube. And what else? There's the mymac.com podcast. We are 2 shows away from our 600th show, and someone is going to win a fabulous prize. Well, fabulous is relative, but there'll be a prize, and it won't cost them nothing other than sending in a little 10-second or less bumper insulting Gaz and me and how we record our podcast. It's so very easy to do, and it's something that people on the interwebs like to do, which is insult other people. I don't know why this is such a difficult concept for everyone to get behind. What else? Oh, there's Twitter. I am Mac Parrot and Vert Shark over on the Twitters. if you want to help contribute to what I do, you can. You don't have to. I'll keep doing it anyway. And that would be going over to patreon.com/VertShark. Sorry, Mac Parrot. Or buy me a coffee, ko-fi.com/Mac Parrot. Or pay a pal at paypal.me/Mac Parrot. And that's going to be all for today. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see all of you next time right here on Guy's Daily Drive. Bye-bye.